Okay, so in today's video we're going to do two things. We're going to go over Cavendish within 3 minutes and 17 seconds, and then we're also going to do two gameplay of the character. Let's jump right into it. So Cavendish has very good HP, over 8,000. His attack stat is one of the highest in the game, and he's a free-to-play unit. That's very good. 2,173, nice. And defense 1,976. Those are really good stats for a free-to-play character. And he's currently one of the best free-to-play characters in the game, alongside Wano Zoro, Marineford Ace, Nightmare Luffy, and a few others. This skill 1's a long-range attack with a chance to stun and acquires debuff effect at level 5. The skill attack is absolutely trash, 264, but it does make up for it being able to stun the opponent and reducing their defense by 10%, which lasts for 20 seconds. And this is at skill level 5. This is actually pretty good. And the cooldown is 29 seconds. You stack this with skill cooldown reduction, this will be very good because he has a trait that also increases the attack by 30% every time you use skill 1. So this is actually excellent. The skill attack is still trash though. Now we're going to move into the skill 2. Which is Hakuba. It's a mid-range multiple hit area attack and nullifies stagger for a set period of time. The skill attack is 136 and he has a max of 5 hits. So the first attack will not knock the opponent down. It's the last hit that will knock them down. So this attack is actually very good. 51 seconds, nice. And its traits. When dealing damage to an enemy, 2% chance to inflict stun, short while, and then when attacking an enemy in the area around the enemy's treasure, increase damage up by 30%, and when enemies are inflicted with stun, reduce the cooldown time of skill 2 by 15%. Those are actually pretty good. That means you could keep using Hakuba quicker. That's very good, man. I like that. And when using skill 1, boost attack by 30%, which lasts for 10 seconds. And when your team loses its treasure, reduce the cooldown time of skill 1 by 15% and increase critical damage up by 20%. Alright, so let's go over what I like. I like that boosting attack by 30%, that's very good. I don't really like the when your team losing the treasure, because that's very situational. And you won't be getting that very often. Especially if you're using good teammates. Well, you don't get to choose your teammates, but if you're using good characters and you have a good overall team, you wouldn't be losing the treasure a lot. I don't really like his skill 2 because it moves forward towards wherever you're using the move and you're not able to see what's in front of you, especially once he's faced off with a Shanks. Shanks just annihilates him, man, because as soon as he goes into the skill 2, Shanks could just go ahead and activate his counter, and Cavendish would almost always hit the Shanks, and then he will just instantly die. So him and Shanks, they're not a good matchup. Shanks wrecks him even though he's a green character, so that's no good. Alright, so in this gameplay, I was just trying to guard the treasure at first because we're all using attackers and runners. And the defender on our team wasn't really doing no defending. And ideally, you want to stun the opponent first and then follow up with a Kuba. Because especially once he's at 5-star, you get that attack boost. So that's definitely good. His normal attacks are alright. There's nothing flashy or anything like that. I wish he definitely had a higher skill 1 attack stat because, oh man, 264 or something? That's absolutely trash. You know, just destroyed him. Then I just have a few different characters tagging along. Oh crap, I did forget to show you what medals I was running the characters with. Alright, I'll just show you that at the end of the video. In almost every match I was faced up with, there was always a Shanks on the enemy team. And whenever there was not a Shanks, we still end up losing anyways. Because everybody was playing bad, and then most of the games, I don't know why. It seems like some of the players, their connection is just all over the place. They just moved from one spot to the next, and it wasn't like dealing with a hack or anything like that. It was just really like a connection thing. But it wasn't on my end, because even though, what was it? The character that was on our team, goddamn, the Kaido was actually a bot. He was the only bot in the game, and he was like lagging. So I was like, what the heck? Since when does a bot lag? And this gameplay, oh man. Ended up taking turns playing with Nightmare, Luffy, and Cavendish. So they would each take turns losing. Or getting like one-shotted. Man, that 360 big mom attack got me real good. I was gonna play with Cavendish again, but I saw that we're taking a beating. Quick one shot. I can't wait till my Cavendish get to 5-star. Because I'm definitely gonna keep using him. I like the way he plays. I was like, I didn't want to deal with that big mom, no way. I was able to stun the ace and defeat him. But I'm not fast enough to capture the treasure, especially with the Kuma attacking me. Oh man. Yeah, once I get him to 5-star, I'll come back with a really good video on him. So these videos, they're not really that good. They're just alright. Alright, that's the end of the video. Well, I'm gonna drop the last board, the medals that I use. Alright, so give me a second. Alright, so for the character type effect, I had the 7 Worlds of the Sea, which gives the increase the chance of effect infliction by 30%. So this means like if they're stunned, the opponent will be stunned for a little bit longer. And also have Grand Line equipped as well for support. Then Cavendish, I just gave him all attack medal because he's an attacker, try to get the best out of him. And then Nightmare Luffy, I gave him some attack and defense. Alright, I hope you did enjoy the video. Peace.